Hello, I'm Chuck Stokes, and welcome to this Democracy 2022 election special for WXYZ. Joining me today are Paula Bowman. She is co-president of the League of Women Voters of Michigan, and Christina Slitt. She is also co-president of the League of Women Voters of Michigan. Okay, the campaigning is over. Now it's time for you, the voters, to have the final word. But before you cast your ballot, make sure you are an informed voter. I would imagine, Paula and Christina, those are words that are music to your ears for all the hard work that the two of you have done. Make sure you know what you're voting on before you walk into that booth, correct? Either one.
Absolutely. And our 2,500 members in Michigan work hard.
Absolutely, and we know that the organization as a whole is over 100 years old. You have chapters throughout the United States, and the two of you are very involved with Michigan. Let me ask you, we tell people vote all the time, but how often do you hear people say, I went to vote and I stepped into the booth and I didn't have a clue who all these people were on the ballot? Is that a pretty common practice, that people just don't take the time to figure out what they need to vote for before they walk in and face those ballots?
Sadly, by the time people are realizing that they don't have a clue, they don't go to the ballot box. They usually just avoid it altogether. And we work very hard to educate the voter before they even get to the polls, because we want them to go to the polls or vote absentee as an educated voter. So we try to give them the tools to be educated so that there is no indecision by the time we reach election day.
Sure. All right, let's give the voters some idea of the amount of work that goes into the preparation that you do to make this work available to them. We unfortunately live in a time in which it's very partisan. There are a lot of people out there who don't trust the information that's out there. But your organization is nonpartisan. You've always been nonpartisan. You don't tell people who to vote for or what to vote for. You just give people the information so that they know what to vote for, correct?
Yes, that's absolutely right. We never support a candidate, support or oppose a candidate or a political party. We are totally nonpartisan. We do take positions on issues after we have a lot of careful grassroots study. So sometimes people think that we are partisan because we support issues, but never candidates, never political parties.
Sure.
And Chuck, the opportunity for candidates to actually find out who for voters to find out who their candidates are and other election information like where to vote, and ballot proposals, they can go to Vote 411. We have a number of our league members that work at the local leagues in our 32 local leagues throughout the state, as well as at the national level.
Sure. And what people need to know, if they go directly to the website that you gave, or they could go to WXYZ.com, we're going to link your site up with ours so they could go either one. You'll get to the right place. I looked at the website. I can verify you have a ton of information. And the nice thing about it is that if you just put in your zip code, you'll get a sample ballot of the area you live in, right?
Yes, it's a wonderful one-stop shop, we call it. By putting in your address and your zip code, you can pull up your ballot or pull up all the races on your ballot, and you can see the candidates that are going to appear, and you will see the responses to questions that the league has posed to those candidates, and you can compare them together, and you will be able to review the responses side by side if you'd like. But you can also view other information on the screen. You can see your polling place, get a map of your polling place. You can see the clerk's address in the community where you live. You can check your voter registration status. You can even find out information about your absentee ballot and check out key deadlines for election dates. There's a wealth of information on vote411.org.
Right. And in addition to the candidates, there's information about the issues, and a lot of times people get real confused with issues just because of how they are written and the ballot language. But people ought to know that you can get information on if there's national election, if it's that time, but statewide. You can also get local candidates. So if it's right in your particular city or township, that information is available as well. So it's not just the gubernatorial race, which is getting tremendous amount of attention, or the congressional races, which people are being bombarded with ads pro and against.
That's exactly right. It's county, state, and federal that are on there now. And then, of course, in November, we'll be adding school board races.
Mm-hmm. Talk a little bit about, because this is a primary, people get sometimes confused that you have to vote either Democrat or Republican or independent, whatever you're doing, but you cannot mix and match on this one the way you can in November, and what happens if you do?
In Michigan, we have what is called an open primary. You do not have to declare your party, but when you get your ballot, you can vote. You have to vote in a single party. Don't mix and match, vote for a Democrat or a Republican, because that will spoil your ballot. But don't forget that ballot proposals and other issues are not partisan, so don't forget to vote on those as well.
Now, we know that there's absentee balloting, and a lot of people like to do that because they can get the ballot and they can do it in the privacy of their own home. But there's some deadlines that go along with that, and if you've missed the deadlines, can you still vote? Can you walk in on the day of, register and go vote?
Yes, in Michigan, you can still register to vote up through the day of through election day, but you must do it at your city or township clerk. So you can actually go into your city or township clerk, register to vote, and they will also give you an absentee ballot right then at the counter. You can vote and turn it in right there. If you have already received your absentee ballot, but you forgot to turn it in, or you forgot to mail it in, and you're realizing on election day that, oh my gosh, there's no way it's going to get in the mail by then, you can still bring it into your clerk's office or drop it in the drop box as long as it's there by 8 o'clock at night.
And
you can also vote in person if you surrender your absentee ballot, if you choose to take that method as well.
Right, but you can't go in and vote twice. People need to know that if you're taking that absentee ballot and then you decide later, you've got to let them know so that they don't think that you're trying to vote twice, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. I noticed on the website that you have information for if you're a first-time voter. What does the first-time voter need to know? Because that probably can be a little intimidating for someone who's never voted before.
Do you want to take that one, Christina?
First-time voters, it's a good opportunity to vote in the primary. And after you select, go to vote411 and get to know the candidates and issues in your area, you can vote in person, and it gives you the opportunity, especially as a first-time voter, to follow that process.
All right, now here's what I want to know. For people who say, why in the world did the state of Michigan come up with a primary in the middle of the summer in August, when people are more concerned with where they're going on vacation and how they're going to do things with the kids and all of those things? The answer is what, and why is it so important to vote in August and not just wait until November?
Well, I'll take that one, Paula. Many voters don't realize that the primary is one of the most important phases of the election. This is when each vote counts the most because it gives the people the ability to decide the best candidate. And even if your candidate loses, the information or the platform that they stand for will resonate with the party. And most people who skip the primary, which is notoriously low in voter turnout, and only go to the general, many of them complain that their party's candidate is not the one they have chosen. So the primary election campaigns are the main way voters can get to know about their candidates, and it plays a key role in shaping the final platforms of the major candidates in the November election. And most importantly, the primary election provides yet another avenue which Americans can take part in choosing the leaders.
What's the biggest challenge you and your staff and your volunteers that you face in getting ready for this election or any election?
Probably getting out the vote. As you even said earlier, it's just such a challenge urging people to vote and getting people to realize that every single vote counts. We have a robust voter registration program all over Michigan. People are eager to register to vote, but there is I think a fear factor when it comes to actual voting and some apathy surrounding that. But we are always trying to convince people that their vote counts and that they need to participate in democracy.
And I can't tell you how many, I'm sorry, go right ahead.
I'm sorry. And our political leaders really need to know what our priorities are. And we need to let them know again and again. And the best way to do that is to get out to vote.
Yeah, and I can't tell you how many times on election night we have reported on elections in which someone won by just a handful of votes, or I can even remember a few times where someone won by 1 or 2 votes. So every vote does indeed count. Final question. You've talked a great deal about all the information that you can get on your website, which does have extensive information, and whether you go directly to your website or you go through WXYZ.com, it doesn't make us any difference. What if you don't have access to the internet? How can you get this same information?
You can go to the libraries and use the computers in libraries. And for the general election, we will be having a printed voter guide reflecting much of what you can find on the vote411.org.
All right, excellent. So no excuses on why you can't get the information, even if you don't have access to a personal computer in your home. There are public libraries all over the place, and you're more than welcome to go there. And we should say this is free. It doesn't cost anybody a dime, correct?
Right, and it doesn't cost the candidates any money either. So that's why we are always urging candidates to participate in this too. It is free campaign advertising for them also to participate in this campaign tool that gets their message out to the voters.
All right. Paula Bowman, Christina Slitt, thank you so much, co-chairs of the League of Women Voters of Michigan. The job is so big that they need 2 of you. And we're
Absolutely.
We also want to remind people that Election Day is Tuesday, August the 2nd. The polls are open from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m. Please vote. Every vote counts. I'm Chuck Stokes. Thank you for joining us.